So I did take a brief trip back to place, and I acquired, I had to sell a few vitamins to do it. But I did it, right? Oh, I must have sorted the bag afterwards. Yes. Okay. Alright. So, I bought speed and attack items that I already had. When did I buy those?
Good start, good start.
I'm like, okay, I will very cleverly set up the speed and attack so that I had already gotten special attack too. I had already done this.
Clutch.
I'm like, oh, I didn't think I had gotten any of the power items. I thought I was preparing adequately.
Clutch.
Alright, we're gonna go into the gym for real now. We're gonna do real things. So Siwak mentioned about this fight in the past. Siwak mentioned that the Sarah fight used to be particularly brutal. It was more like Blake's fight at Amatrain, because that was how the online league fights usually went. It was Blizzard spam. So I'm like, Isolator, doubles, ice, woo! And you basically had to bring specifically Magmar because that was an early game fire type, and probably Sunny Day to stand any kind of a chance. It just kind of sucked for everybody. So we ended up changing that and shifting to a singles team, which then got reworked itself later. I think it had Cloister at the start of it, and that was still really strong. And then when we added Mirrorfield, we took her to the team that she uses now. So she's been through a few iterations, and mostly generally been really strong. People still hate her because of hacks, but this is actually, I feel like, one of the weakest incarnations she's had, because you can just click the funny nature power button. Let's fight these people just because. All the people here, they have L names, because that's the names that I settled on at the time, I guess. I don't know, I don't have these answers. During the early phases of Sarah, how was the balance state when adding new Mon per generation? So there were some quirks in there, like, for instance, Magmar, which I believe, if I remember correctly, that's where Panseer is currently. So that was pretty fucking strong early. Oh, this poor Amar, I'm never gonna know what hit it. And, like, in the beginning, I kind of focused on just adding cool Pokemon early. Like, we had Rods available for Batch 1, and I'm not putting that back, Sarah. No, sorry. We had... That's not the button I should have picked. I should have put the green button with the grass-type move. It just... You just broke the field. Who allowed this? Who okayed this? She's losing relationship points with Sarah. Yeah, I should have clicked the funny grass move. So, this is just the chairs facing the wrong way. Okay, so in this is the issue where the flowers are the wrong color on this side. This puzzle was also added late. For some reason, once I hit Shade, kind of has its own puzzle. Aya doesn't, though. For some reason, once I hit Aya, I just kind of forgot how to do gym puzzles for a while, so we actually went back and added this in a later episode. Originally, you just stepped back there and fought her directly. There wasn't this whole chain into the back of the gym. So I was interested in doing this quick puzzle progression. I'm just gonna go heal again real quick because I know we're gonna have Bennett in there, and oh, I don't want to think about what Rock Blast is going to do to that poor kid. Probably nothing he doesn't deserve right now. But so I added this retrospectively, specifically because of the puzzle mechanic in the third room I thought was going to be clever. Like, just spotting the difference in the first two rooms is not very interesting, but for specifically mirrors, I like this. Amy, you seem to be doing well. I'll cut right to the chase. I should have this on the, like, part of the camera that I'm looking at. I will be much obliged if I could battle you. That is, I do request to battle with all of Mother's challengers. Technically, the Wasteland would be Aya's gym puzzle. See, but I feel like I feel like the wasteland is the area, not the gym puzzle. I feel like there's room for Aya to have her own gym puzzle. I don't know what it will be. I don't really feel like the segment is missing it well enough for me to consider going back and adding it at this point, but I feel like theoretically she may as well have one. Maybe something self-deprecation themed. Yeah, let's go with that. So I saw Lua mention, didn't realize about the flower in here. Yeah. Lana wouldn't be happy about having a puzzle in her house. But on the other hand, okay, on the other hand, like, if we're gonna remodel her house, because
the other hand,
okay. If we're
on the other hand,
if she's gonna have her house remodeled,
well, for baby, it'd be on the other paw.
Yes.
And her toes.
Like, I could see a world where Lana, like, pressures Aya into having the people make a gym puzzle that they can live in because it's a better, like, structural environment than their house.
Pool.
Yeah, have a swimming pool in the puzzle. That seems like something that Lana would do. Anyway, so I just kind of forgot that gym puzzles existed for a few episodes between Aya and Radamus, I guess. And so I added this later because of the mirror mechanic when we added the mirror field as a field effect.
That there are gym puzzles.
Literally me. I was dying. This was around the time part of the game too, because at first when I was making episodes, like the first one took 2 weeks, the second one took like what, a month, 2 months maybe, and it just kept going up from there. But when I hit the Wasteland segment in particular, a puzzle in the Wasteland segment, it really slowed down. And the specific reason for that I don't recall if I talked about before, was because of the fucking mountains. Like, cliffs in Gen 3 style of mapping are such an obnoxious pain. Like they're not hard, they're just tedious, because you have to click each corner and fill them in. There's mapping streams, which I talk about and show that repeatedly for hours on end. But seriously, that slowed the pace of mapping down so much compared to flat city maps that, like, at this point is when I started just acquiring, like, more and more psychic damage because the episodes were taking longer and longer. So I wouldn't be surprised if the fact that they were taking longer to map is part of why I didn't think about doing gym puzzles in the first place. As I hope to be a gym leader myself one day, is this not the most efficient way to prepare myself? Then please allow me to test myself against you. Okay. So let's see if Bennett has anything that can hit Meech once. Oh, you just finished post-game? Congratulations. Super glad you got there. This is the Meech stream. This is the Meech appreciation stream. Ooh, that doesn't kill? We have been hit once? We have received damage. I am proud of Bennett. I am so proud of Bennett. He's really growing up. You just finished Celebi. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is with EVs. I'm surprised that Meech doesn't just kill these things outright. Alright, fair enough. I am now non-condescendingly proud of Bennett. But only a little bit. Oh, I got the intimidation? See, this is why I should pay attention. Thanks, stream, for paying attention. Well, now I just have to click the funny button. That did so much. I am unable to perceive stat changes despite the icons. Yeah, that sounds like me. Serialites just kill this? No. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm with it. I'm paying so much attention in this game. Fasaga's more than Aerial See, I guess it would be, huh? Well, no, the guts is, the burn is intentional. But that was a high effort battle. Staraptor. Swallow is not evade. Wow. You know what? You ever think that maybe I'm not... Maybe I'm never sleep deprived. I'm actually just stupid. You ever think about that? I didn't even see what Elle just said. I believe you both have been gifted by Arceus' light. I don't believe it's any such light, but instead diligence and commitment. And such diligence will indeed take you far. But, Bennett, would you believe me if I told you that you were dreaming too small? Too small, sir? Yes. You say you want to be a gym leader. But I believe that with your determination, you could even go so far as to join the Elite Four. That would be unthinkable. The Elite Four? Really? That sounds fantastic. But as you can see, I still have a long way to go before I even have a chance. Perhaps. But for someone of your dedication, I believe I may be able to be of service. He can become the gym itself. I just missed that message. Let us leave your friend to their challenge. We will discuss the details elsewhere, and you may find yourself in a new position. In time. He really is like golly gee, mister. And like for Elias's part, Elias doesn't like have genuine intention of making this person a competent Elite Four. Just like a kid who is out of his depth and thus not able to, like, that would be a position of control over him for that, unless Bennett were able to suddenly like match the pace of development and actually study and improve enough to keep up with it on his own merit. Otherwise he would be beholden to Elias. The Bennett fight was... Okay, so yeah, that's a good question, actually. I think that the Bennett fight was on the side. I think it was you just fight Bennett in the living room and then you go fight Sarah, if I remember correctly. But also, one thing of note, there used to be a fight with Elle here. When Elle showed up in what would have been the previous week's stream. You could optionally go talk to him and fight just his Snorlax. Which, did you know he had a Snorlax? Because I don't think you did, because I'm pretty sure the Snorlax didn't make it into his Elite Four team, but Elle had a Snorlax, because normal types, and actually that Snorlax was in the episode 10 banner. But yeah, I took that out because... I don't know, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right to be facing off of an Elite Four member's actual Pokemon early. Like, the Arceus Ditto thing is one thing, but it felt weird to put that in, even if it's a baby trial 1 Pokemon challenge thing. It would have been before fighting Bennett or Sarah. This part of the gym didn't exist yet, but it was when he first showed up, basically. He does not have a Snorlax anymore. Do you really mean that? I do. Then let's go right away, Mr. L. Follow me. Blessings to you as well, Amy. All is reflected in the eyes of the Lord. Do remember this. Mega Snorlax win. You know, true. Swap out Kangaskhan for Mega Snorlax. I kind of wish that Mega Snorlax was better. But then on the other hand... Wait, Mega Snorlax isn't real. That's Giga Snorlax. Right? That's the thing? That's probably why we didn't do that. On the other hand, does this have polarizing Pancake but on the first stand again? It would be weird for an Elite Four member, especially a serious one. As we see later, comically serious one, to use a fucking Pancake move in his Elite Four battle. Ella's never done anything wrong. Okay, so before I do this room, hi, Kami, by the way, welcome. Oh, that's you. You're the person. Welcome, thank you for the sub. Is Snorlax real? No. It's actually a fictional Pokemon. How many people in chat right now do not know what the trick is for this room? I hope it's none of you. But if there are people who didn't realize the flowers, I have to ask. The chair is not different. You know what it is, but you didn't get on your first playthrough? It's headbanging for sure. Hi Nova, welcome. You never got this one? Okay, Tor figured it out in a few minutes because Tor is alpha gamer dog. I just figured out the trick for real while that Bennett line was taking forever. You remember the spot? Oh! Thank you so much for all of those. Oh, I guess I'm going to get that notification. I can actually hear the notifications. That's always a nice bonus. I don't always hear them. Okay. So the answer here, and this is why I wanted to make this entire gym puzzle. Because, like, you know, spot the difference, not very interesting by itself. But this specific spot on the floor, unlike the spot on this side, is not actually a mirror. It does not reflect the player. Now, ideally, to my... What's the opposite of credit? To my disgrace, sure. I wanted to... Like, I wanted to make the layout of the room pretty, but I also wanted to pick a column that wasn't just blank because I felt like that would be too easy to notice. Perhaps that's the fool. So it does have to be this specific spot. Like, it would be this entire column, right? But it does have to be the specific spot horizontally here as well, because that's the only space where the player can actually stand in a place that would normally be reflective. It doesn't work. Oh, it does work over here. Okay, I actually don't know what I'm talking about. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about it, honestly. But yeah, it's this entire column is not actually mirrors. It's just glass. But that singular trick is the whole reason I made this gem puzzle. That was all it was. Okay. I'm glad I put the light shard here, actually. We do all like water. Water is good. Stay hydrated, folks. I'm drinking soda because I need the caffeine, because my sleep schedule is still... I keep falling asleep at like 8 or earlier. It's embarrassing. You thought the drawer sprite was the answer, but the bookshelves are also not mirrored. Oh, I see what you're saying, though, because it's the same sprite on both places, but it's technically not mirrored. I see what you're saying. Alright, so firstly, let's side chart. Secondly, let's try to not take the Intimidate and just die. I need to have a plan for Sandslash. Like, Sandslash feels like her whole team to me right now. Now, is that because I can't actually remember what is on the rest of her team? Yes. What we got? Let's see if I can remember. Frostlash, Sandslash, Ninetales, Glaceon, Jinx, Aurorus? Does she still have Aurorus? No, we replaced that for Lapras. Ooh, Lapras could be an issue. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I really just have to stop denying it. I have to stop denying our true Lord and Savior. If Lua can take a hit and nuzzle, then that's fine. Every fucking gym, I'm like, I'm not gonna bring Lua. And then, but actually, yes, I am. I was also looking at that level 5 Ditto I have in there. I'm like, maybe I could do something with that if the Sandslash gives me problems. But we'll come back to that. We'll see if Lua can take a hit from the Sandslash. If the Sandslash sets up as I switch into Lua, then I might have to bring out the Ditto and get a speed tie or something. Or, you know, try harder. 5 head. Let's also... Well, I saw that I had earlier this. Let's just give that Meech to help. Yeah. Words. Alright, let's just see what happens here. Welcome to my arena. Maybe some might consider it vain, but I've always been rather fond of mirrors. They reflect much more than appearances. I've watched my whole life painted in a silver frame. And I've watched much of that same frame splinter and shatter into what my life is now. Which is just fine, I suppose. Ice is the most beautiful type. Within reflections and crystal imperfections, there's art. But enough about me. I'm sure you don't want to listen to an old doll ramble on. Shall we begin? I have a lot of Boxmons, but I'm not trying to like raise new Pokemon for every fight entirely. Like I'm still trying to stick to Pokemon that I generally like or haven't used before, or like what I've set aside. I don't know. It's arbitrary rules. I just clicked through Eliza's dialogue again. I clearly just don't parse his dialogue. He was asking if they can hear us in here. That's a weird thing to ask, but probably if they're not busy. This is a one-way mirror, so they definitely can't see us, but it's not like it's soundproof. I see. This will be over before you know it, just like with everything else. Was Ame's with favorite pizza? I like artichoke and mushroom, or even just plain cheese. Alright, does this just kill? Oh, that's gonna be close. Nice. Love that for me. And here's the fucking guy. Alright. So I do not expect to be able to take any kind of a hit with, I'm just gonna switch into this. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, artichoke. Ooh, that was nice. I forgot I had brick break. Barely getting the kill with 20% item was pretty disappointing. I am neutral nature. That matters a little bit, but no. Meech did it. We are appreciating Meech in this house and stream. Wow, I actually lived. That's really interesting. Noted for next time that I don't get glitched. That's fine. That was a sack. Shout out to Nico. Let's see if Lua... If Dragalge lives an Icicle Crash, surely Lua lives this. Oh, but it's not even a Slush Rush right now. We don't have Hail up right now. Yeah, I am vegetarian, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just Super Fang? Okay, and Lua does live. I outspeed and Lua the goat. Lua is going to perish here, but Lua is still the goat. Alright. We'll do this. Huh. Interesting choice to have Ninetales. Can I outspeed? That's... fair enough. I thought I would go for Aurora Veil. But that's fine. That's understandable. However... oh, this poor Ninetales. I'm so sorry. That was the double crit. I have disrespected Ninetales on this day. I'm sorry for everything. Alright. Boosted evasion. Double evasion. Just hit the Rock Blast. It's easy. Just hit the Rock... oh, we don't outspeed. That was a crit. But we do hit the Rock Blast. Hail is going to kill me. Okay, I did want to see that Lapras. So that's fine. We'll do this. And that will never miss, right? Or no, it's single target specials that I made never miss. Why does Ninetales just straight up win versus the Lapras? I guess it's because of the field boost, but that's weird to me, even with the field boost. Hey, also, genuine question to the folks, because I don't think I really heard much feedback on this post E19. We made a change to Mirror Field in the E19 that if you are using a single target special move and the opponent has evasion, your attack will not miss. It is guaranteed to hit. Has that made Mirror Field more palatable for people? Has that worked? Or has anybody even given a chance and you just kill the field every time? But it does have high special defense. That's why I didn't think that Ninetales would just win that. Ice, like a mirror, will never be perfect again once it cracks. Oh, I forgot about the accuracy item changes. I straight up just forgot about that. Okay. Easy game, though. I'm just gonna protect and then presumably we outspeed. Shit, do we actually outspeed this? I have no idea. Thank you for the sub. Do we actually outspeed this? There was a change, yes. You get some more options to play around with the accuracy evasion versus items. I forget whose idea that was. It was somebody's idea. It was a good idea that we added during testing somewhere, I believe. God, do I outspeed? Well, because I'm considering if I wonder if quick attack can kill. Surely it can't, right? 1 sleep hour because 1 sub. Okay, I'll sleep 1 hour, but I'll do it later. Pretty sure I outspeeds? Well, what's the it there? Jinx's uniform EVs? I don't know anything. I don't even know what EVs I am. I'm just gonna click the funny facade button and see what happens. I outspeed. Okay, easy game. Easy game. First try every time. So you found success. Hold on to it while you can. I'm afraid I've already reached my breaking point. Bennett, step outside with me for a moment. Yes, sir, I suppose. This rhyme badge is yours now. So, Sarah's name pun, this reminds me actually, is from Seric, which is a word for kind of a small, like, glacier, basically. Or you could think of it as Sierra, but my take was from Seric. And then the rhyme badge rhyme is like a coat of frost covering something. It is also the name of character in Starlight. And also Charlotte's badge, which we'll get to later, the Cinder badge. We all know what a Cinder is. But the Seric and Cinder thing and rhyme were all taken from Starlight. I was working on Starlight when I was 15. So this was a small reference to Starlight that I snuck in the first point when I had no further intention of developing the game. Developing Starlight, that is. So now we're going back to that. With the rhyme badge, Pokemon up to level 55 will be happy to listen to you. Additionally, please take this TM. Oh, that's big for me. I forgot this was the Aurora Veil TM. Let's fucking go. As you probably already know, Aurora Veil is adept at protecting your team as well as looking stunning. Until it fades like everything else, that is. And I suppose that's the show. If... who wants to bet that that was the Poke Center falling on our house now too? I'll go check it out. Who knows? Maybe we got the entire Grand Hall this time. Now, I'm sure you realize that for me to take an unknown such as yourself and introduce you to the Elite Four is not an easy feat. Of course not, sir. I am doing you a great service, so I expect complete compliance from you in return. Yes, sir. Then let's begin with this. Tell me what you can about my daughter's whereabouts. I know already that you were not sharing all that you know before. Where did Luna go? She may have mentioned Van Hanen Castle. Sorry, sir. Van Hanen Castle. Again. Of course. I beg your pardon? It's nothing. Just one more thing. One more thing. When she left, she had on her a certain emerald brooch I had given to her. Does she still have it? Oh, that! Yes, definitely. It looks great on... Yes, sir. Good. You've done well. Let us be off at once. Right this second? Right this second? Yes. Unless you want to pass up your chance at fortune. No, sir. Very well. Goodbye, Mother. I'll return home when I can. Questionable L doesn't always check out the castle if it was so obvious. I mean, but he also hates Radamus's guts. Like, would you want to go stalk your worstie's house if you had another option? And, like, to his credit, she was here first. Well, the good news is the Pokemart isn't here anymore. No telling where it's actually ended up, though. Not far, probably. And the bad news is that Bennett also isn't here. He probably will be very far away, though. Studying with that stranger to join the Elite Four. If that pans out, wonderful. But what are the odds? No, I should be happy for my son, shouldn't I? I should be happy. But if you do run into him somewhere, please look out for him. I'm sure he can take care of himself, but he doesn't always make the best choices. Then again, does anyone? First Luma and Gardevoir. Now Bennett too. It's almost surreal. All things do fade away in time, it seems. Girl, get some therapy and a hobby. I should be happy. But maybe I wasn't cut out for this whole mothering business. Never mind that. You've got more pressing concerns, don't you? Sarah was a long time not involved in the story. Was it planned in the beginning that she only reappears in the end? I actually was just kind of gonna let her sit on the sidelines. That felt less and less acceptable as we got on to E18, so I'm like, okay. There's definitely room in the glass workstation for Sarah to show up again. What's the deal with Sarah and Gardevoir? I never understood how those two are connected. Did Gar just come over to check on Luna? Basically, yeah. She came over with Luna and was like, okay, I live here now too. Why not? Bennett's dad doesn't directly get mentioned, but Sarah does make somewhat occasional allusion to the fleeting men in her life, so whatever. Half the characters need therapy? Yeah, maybe more than half. It should probably be more than half. I'm pretty sure more than half the people in the real world need therapy. It's like 4 out of 5 people. I don't need therapy, so what does that say about you all? We remake Reborn and Julia as one of your rivals? I think that the actual statistic that I heard, and granted, I have no idea how bullshit this is, but I believe the actual number is that 17% of people do not have some kind of mental illness. Now, again, that's completely arbitrary and bullshit. However, I believe it. That sounds about right to my expectations. I would believe 17%. I would not believe higher than 17. I'm going to make this mistake again, Lua. You're great. I appreciate you. Well, you know what? This is vacation hours. We're not retiring Lua. Lua's just on vacation. Now we're going to go out to this lady up here who broke her leg. She used to only break her leg in clear weather, but we've decided in the ending that she can have a bad time in any sort of weather. I should have made that dialogue without having to cook to her again. Oops. The blast power guy could pass for the therapist. I assume you mean break? Or, like that's, oh, you mean a psychiatrist, I guess. I feel like that's not a substitution. What happened to the NPC that randomly collapsed in the forest? That's the person we just talked to. No, I know who you're talking about. There used to be a guy who would teleport out of the air and fall into the... yeah, I know who you're talking about. There used to be another guy who would teleport out of the air and get stuck there. We removed him because of... That was contributing to people calling the game edgy. And also lag. That's why we removed him. I don't like this game. I don't even play this game. I'm not even real. You're not even watching Twitch right now. Like... There's a lot of issues here. So you came. We were hoping you'd be dumb enough, I mean brave enough, and now you're ours. This is an attack, so brace for impact. I'm not going to read all this again. But I forgot that I fit the motto in at some point after literally episode 1. Is there any parts where you still think to yourself this could be better? Yeah, so many. Like, this entire Tansin Mountain. Tansin Mountain is awful. I hate this map. I seriously, like, I said this last week, but it is still so funny to me that they chose this map to mimic. And this tile set isn't even good. This is a bad tile set. And they made it worse! I'm just saying. I don't relish coming out here and bashing other fan games. However, there are some design choices that I just cannot abide by, and that was several of them. It is empty. It's so empty. There's nothing appealing about it. This is not a good map. I don't remember about the accuracy passwords by now. If I took a note, it might happen. Oh, was that about passwords that swap out power for accuracy? I mean, I don't know. I think if I remember correctly, that idea came up after we had already done the release. And like I'm focused on Starlight right now, and Deso and Reju still have to release before we can even consider doing another update. But like, you know, maybe I wouldn't say that it's off the table entirely, but I guess the mountain is still unstable. The commotion we're making can't be helping, and we still lost. Ridiculous. I'm leaving. I'm done with this nonsense. It's hopeless. Okay, wait up. And I think, is that they leave the team after that? Is that what happens there? No, they totally don't. They probably should, though. They do have to stay out for a while because that side quest is accessible for a bit, so I can't use them until after you get locked up in Agate. See? Hope she's okay. Poor thing. Wakey wakey, Anna. Someone's back. Did you get the medicine? Oh, you got the herbal extract? I'm glad. Anna, wake up. We've got something for you. Huh? Amy handed over the herbal extract. Noelle's gym puzzle had you stumped. Yeah, you know, all these years later, I still haven't figured out Noelle's gym puzzle. Thank you for the TV reminder. Let's hope that I maintain the brain cells to check it after this cutscene. It's medicine, so you feel better. Drink it. Oh my gosh. Amy went and got this? Thank you so much. I'm sure Nostra will really appreciate it. Here you go, Nostra. This will make you better. Oh, by the way, speaking of Nostra, how many people know the pun with Nostra's name? There's a pun? Yes, Lissa is right. It's Nostradamus. It's literally Nostra and Radamus. I just split their names in half. Like there was always the connection between Radamus and the twins because of that, and I was surprised that nobody actually guessed that before it was revealed that he was actually their father. This'll make you better. Anna, stop. What are you doing? Don't pour it all over your doll. You're wasting it, Anna. Wasting it? No. How is Nostra gonna get better if she doesn't drink it? Nostra isn't the one we're worried about. There, she drank it all. See? It's soaked. And she feels much better. Thank you, Amy. You saved Nostra's life. But she's not alive. I think Nomos wants you to stop lying, Noelle. You should listen to him. Well, she certainly does seem to be feeling better. I guess that's all that counts. Oh, hi Laura. When did you get here? I've been here. Yeah, Nostra is a Jirachi haunted, or Jirachi doll haunted by an actual Jirachi. Was there a reason that Anna was better when Nostra got the medicine, or is it just analogic? It's basically just analogic, but there is something to be said for, you know, Nostra is an actual Jirachi, so maybe just some dream sickness being transposed between the two of them. Which, you know, Maybe somebody should tell Radamus that herbal extract works for dream sickness. I didn't think that through. We could call it a placebo effect. That was because Anna believed. Yeah, belief is what haunts things. Duh. I've been here. Huh? I didn't see you. Oh well. Anyway, sorry for Nestor causing all that trouble, especially for you, Amy. But maybe we can make it up to you now. Well, can you and Nomos do a gym battle? Right now? Yeah! I feel like it's going to be really, really important that Amy collects every badge really soon. And since we have 2 gym leaders right here, it only makes sense. Amy hasn't quite caught up to my rank yet, so I'll pass. I explained before how the badge system works. For the online league, it's X amount of 3 or 4 places above your lowest missing badge. It was 4 at first, 3 in season 3. So depending on when we consider this being, we can probably just say 4. But if we assume that the player gets them in what is ultimately the sequential order, Noelle will be the badge that the player would have to get in order to be eligible to challenge Charlotte. Hello, it's me. I'm a wild amethyst. I'm the wildest person. Rawr. Okay, but you'll do it, right, Noelle? Nomo says this might not be the best time. Huh? Weren't you listening to Nomos at all? He said this was a great time. Come on, let's go outside so Amy can earn another badge already. I think I've ceased to understand her. I've never understood her in the first place. That's why she's so interesting. Well, you all coming or what? Imagine instead of the final post-game con that you throw a bunch of herbal extract at Anna and instantly win secret hidden good ending. Dream sickness is caused by being able to control reality in some way, right? Kind of, yeah. It's like it's a price that the user's body, the person's body and consciousness pays for having altered reality. Pink-haired Ame is right. Pain, Siwek, you're going to cause me pain. Reminder to retain your brain cells, thank you. Alright, profiles. It's not from the investigation squad. God, I'm in so much pain. I'm really in so much pain every stream. So Nomos is a mix of Radamus and his what? No. We find out who Nomos is later, actually. Have you finished D19? Have you beat this game? Did you come up with dream sickness, or did I get that from anime? No, that was a me thing. That's all Reborn. That's not from anime. It does sound like a thing that would have been in an anime, though, doesn't it? Yo, Reborn City, what's up? We're here with the Reborn Rundown, giving you a look at the leaders of the Reborn League. I'm your host, DJ Arclight, now on air. Now let's talk about Noelle. One of Reborn's youngest leaders, this prodigy boy is an arena set up right below the Lapis Ward's orphanage. Noelle's got a penchant for frustrating his unsuspecting challengers, who suppose either his youth or his normal-type Pokemon will make for an easy match. Not to be outdone so easily, Noelle packs a medley of Pokemon that cover his weaknesses, including, to the surprise of many, his Clefable. Though Clefable is no longer a normal-type Pokemon, Noelle's one of the few leaders to use a wild card in his battles. Don't let yourself get stuck on this brick wall of a Pokemon, and do whatever it takes to take it out before it gets cozy in its defensive capability. By the way, a few of our listeners have asked in the past just how someone of Noelle's age earned a position in the Reborn League. Like any leader, he was referred to the position and passed his qualifying tests, with flying colors, no less. But just who would refer him to such a position? We'll give you just a small hint. Alright, listen closely. That's all for now, but remember, trainers, keep fighting with everything you got, hold your spirits high, and even you can defeat the Reborn League. That's not the same accent, I promise. Maybe I need to do it better, but even you, Sarah, yes, even you. Okay, 2 things of note from that I recall. Now I have to remember what they are. Yes, so Nomos is one of them. Nomos is Noelle's doll. It was Shade. So yes, Shade is the one that referred. So that was the lore from the online league as well. I picked gym leaders based on references from referring gym leaders. That was my cover story, anyway, for having so many closely related characters, which was a good excuse for once I started caring about some form of drama or narrative as opposed to just doing things because I felt like it on a whim. It was a good excuse to have characters that already knew each other and mattered to each other within the existing story of the online league. So that's why that's a thing in the lore of the league. Reference, pass the exam. That was what that was. The other thing is the reason... Yeah. In light of recent evidence in the presence of Titania's missing library next to the Clefairy Cave, Clefable is no longer a normal type. Pretty much. The other thing is, the reason that I didn't change Noelle's ace was because, like... Firstly, it's in his sprite. It's in his character, having this doll who he pretends to talk to, but Anna's really the one talking to it. That was part of his character, I felt like. And I would have switched that to another Pokemon, but for the criteria of having a normal type Pokemon, and I think a lot of people don't realize, the connection between Jirachi and Cleffa specifically is these are both star-shaped Pokemon. These twins are both, like, tuning their star dolls. There wasn't really an alternative. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I have an alternative for, like, Noelle's presence as a Pokemon, so we'll just let him keep Clefable. I always thought it was Noelle. See, I read those things the same thing. Noelle, not Noelle. So maybe that's just how I pronounce it. Yeah, they're both shooting stars. Staryu, the normal type. So I'm like, whatever. He gave him a wild card. A lot of online leagues that were like, I wouldn't say competition to Reborn, but like, let's say alternative. Like, there were a bunch of servers that had their own leagues. Most of them usually let people use wild cards. We were one of the only ones that didn't. So I'm like, fine, we can have one wild card. Does Shay just come out of the doll sometimes, like, for the gym battle? Yeah, he just kind of floats around. Sometimes there, sometimes not. Sometimes no one loves is sleeping. Why did Blake reference Sarah? What are you referencing for that, Siwak? There was Star Talk. I like stars. Yeah, I was just saying that Jirachi and Cleffa are meant to be comparative because they're both star-shaped Pokemon for the Star Twins. Knoll. See, I hear people say it Knoll, and this must be a dialect thing because that just sounds weird to me. Oh, here's another fun fact. I don't remember if I said this before. L? So Noelle's name pun is that it sounds vaguely like normal. If that's a reach, that's correct. But also, Pokemon has its own reaches sometimes. Where is Sodak? But you will also notice that Noelle has L in it. That's because that was originally L's name pun. I named L, L. He debuted as such in the online league, and I had remembered that his name was meant to be a shortened form of something, but when it came time to reveal his actual full name, I forgot what his pun was. And then, when we were making the Season 2 leaders, I independently came up with the same pun and forgot, and only realized months, presumably later, that, oh, I accidentally used the same name pun for both of them. Brain cells, everybody? Okay, we still have to do an interview, right? Solution, we call him Painter. Okay, actually, so yes. But Painter was my suggestion for his name before we came to Anna Noelle. We got a normal gym leader named Norman. Wait, Scarlet and Violet? Wasn't that Ruby and Sapphire's normal? Yeah, I was gonna say, Norman is Ruby and Sapphire. Anyway, yeah, so I originally wanted to name Noelle and Anna Painter and Fantasia. Because that felt right to me for their personalities. And the rest of the team that we were discussing this with and coming up with leaders with were like, yeah. So, to be honest, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a dick move on my part to then have retconned to Fantasia and Painter as their given names, but I'm the one making the game, so I can do that. Also, to me, I know that I recognize now that I am the only one in the world who thinks this. But Painter and Fantasia feel like twin names to me. I kind of just grew up assuming that because they were like a Bird and Ernie type situation, you know? They feel that way to me because there were two girls in my elementary school classes that were best friends and respectively named that, and I thought those names were awesome. So like these just in my head were, for some reason, obviously these names go together. Technically it wasn't legalized and was just what their parents wanted anyway. Something like that. I think that they probably must have, based on their ages and the timing, I think, must have signed, like, birth certificates at least, but Radamus then would not have passed that information on to the orphanage, so then the orphanage had to assign them the names of Noeldo and Anado. What is the pun for Anna's name? That is such a good question, actually. It might have been just fantasy. It might have been boiled down Fantasia, actually. Or something like that, but I don't remember if there was something else. Is this Miracle from Museum same one as in postgame? Yes. Gossip Gardevoir's interview intermission. Hello, Gossip Gardevoir here in interview intermission, bringing you the inside scoop on Reborn celebrity figures. Today, I'm interviewing one of Reborn's best and most beautiful leaders, Luna. Luna, dear, why don't you tell the audience a bit about yourself? Very well. Hello? My name is Luna, and I'm a trainer of Dark-type Pokemon. I think Dark is an absolutely lovely type. Within the shade of uncertainty, anything becomes possible. It's the type of pure imagination. That aside, I live in my father's castle. My mother is a famous mortal, and they're both leaders too. I suppose something like that must just run in our blood. I'm blessed to have such wonderful parents and friends. Of course, my best friend is, well, you, Gardevoir. Oh, Luna, you're so sweet. Unlike some other leaders I can think of. Honestly, the others could learn a thing or two from you. Is that so? Well, I wouldn't say that. I simply try to be as kind to everyone as I can. Obviously, each person has their differences. That's just a small part of what makes us all so individually wonderful. As bright-eyed as ever, ironic as that may be to say about a Dark-type trainer. Thanks for your time, Luna. That's all in today's interview intermission. Until next time. She absolutely did not. Yeah, I mean, if she's going to reinvent herself, she may as well try and give herself a fake. I have so many accent fakers. Okay, let's talk to people. I get to see another one of your gym battles. Hey, Amy, you'll rematch me someday, right? Okay? Well, this is strange, isn't it? Do try not to trample the flowers, though. I've spent quite a bit of time on them. No stirring, I believe in you, Amy. Looks like I'll be refereeing this one. If only to make sure nothing gets out of hand. Does it really have to be here? Whatever. If you're ready, tell Noelle. Oh, they're closed? Oh, fuck. So you're just at the lab? Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry. I don't think I could burn the field if I wanted. I don't have any fire moves. Alright. Also, we're not fighting Noelle yet. I just don't really see the point of doing this just now, but I guess if you're ready, take your place. We're really doing this right here, huh? Sure. So this is going to be a 6-on-6 single battle. Either trainer is allowed to make Saphira. I have no idea what I'm going to do for a voice. Charlotte, you're here. Surprised to see us, sis. And Anna, Noelle, you all escaped? Yeah, Amy and Shelley gave us a hand. We've gotten away from the doctor twice already. We're gonna have to make it 3 times. He's coming here. Now, oh, I didn't prepare for this battle. Oops. And he's not alone. He's got his orderlies and a full squad of men dressed in black with him. Team Meteor again? The group is coming by foot and water to cut off any escape. What should we do? There's only one thing we can do. Fight. Listen up. Charlotte, Anna, Noelle, and you other girl. My name is... Not now. Hurry and get inside and find somewhere to hide. Hello? No way. I'm not about to run and hide when I can melt their faces off here and now. Overruled. The doc still has potential legal authority over you since you're not an adult yet. We might be able to resolve the escape charge, but we don't want you to have to deal with resisting arrest too. So leave this to us. Amy, right? And Lara. I'm charging you two with defending the house. Anyone gets in, destroy them. Nothing is going to touch my family. Understand? Good. The doctor is coming around the long way, but Team Meteor is on the water. I'm sure they thought they were being clever, but they've made themselves vulnerable. I'm going ahead. I'll take down as many of them as I can. You all assume your positions. Dragonite, forward! So that's our older sister. Pretty cool, right? We should hurry. I can see them coming. Yeah, okay, follow her lead. Come on, everybody in. There aren't exactly a lot of good hiding spots here. Chances are, if anybody gets in, they'll be able to find us. And because of legal bullshit the world loves so much for some reason, Amy and Laura are our primary lines of defense. And that's fine. Laura's part of the Elite Four too, so no one's gonna beat her. And Amy's practically a wrecking ball. Any dumb Meteor doctor who comes in here is gonna get their face smashed in. Right, Amy? I sort of hate how Sapphire has to all the time remember the player's name, but apparently there's no time for Shelly. Why is Shelly also hiding? Yeah, I mean, she's underage, but you're right, she probably could. How valid is that legal bullshit in this case, considering the Sigmund is now aiding a known terrorist organization? I mean, that's something that you probably don't want to have to argue in court. That's the spirit. Anyway, we're not all going to be able to hide in the same place. Let's split into two groups. Okay, how about Noelle and I hide upstairs? And then Shelly and I will find somewhere in the kitchen. Then I'll guard the upstairs and Amy will take the downstairs. Though, please do try to be gentle with the living room. Sounds like a plan. Everyone, break. Is the Wrecking Ball nickname a form of power fantasy for the player? That's between the player and themselves. We meet again. I have no intention of extending to you the same mercy as when we last met. I am here to reclaim what you've stolen from me. Those children belong at the orphanage. They are my property. And after last time, that man will hardly abide by further inaction. Orderlies, search the upper floor. I'll eliminate this annoyance. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Yeah, not a problem. I should probably give Light Clay to Ninetales. I don't know what Mashara is going to do here, but I probably don't risk Taunt because it'll use a Psychic Terrain. Good! Good! I forgot this is a Psychic Terrain fight. That's unfortunate. That's cheating. That's just cheating right there. Do I have something that can take that? Probably not, really. I'll just eat it. I did what I needed to here. Fighting Sigmund here is a branch difference depending on if you fought him earlier. Let's see. Maybe, I'll Facade now. No, maybe we can just get the burn up. That is problematic, but let's go. I should have. Why did I not go to my ground type? I'm like, oh, I have a dragon type. I can resist electricity. Because I'm so not used to using ground types ever. Okay, it's fine. 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 It's not fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not. Should have done this in the first place. Never mind. Who cares? Everything is stupid. I should have used Crunch. You make your choices based off emotional strategy. Yeah, that's fine. Can this even kill me? Oh yeah, it has Psychic. Duh. Forgot that Raichu got coverage now. Alright, this is definitely one of the battles of all time. Wait, what's wrong with Earthquake? Oh yeah, I did an Earthquake at least. God, I would ideally like to get up Aurora Veil in front of something that I will outspeed, but Let's see what a tail slap does here. Okay, that'll kill. Let's see if we can bait a dragon attack. No. That's fine. Your silence does not eclipse your impertinence. Okay. For a fight I completely forgot to prepare for. That went pretty well. Your petty resistance only delays the inevitable. Blast that feral woman! Where are your men? Gone. Dead for all I know. That accursed woman with the dragon eye came and shot us down as we were crossing the lake. I clipped her wings in return and hauled myself out of the water. Now I am not leaving here empty-handed. And you... Make a fool out of me, will you? My office is in pieces thanks to you. It's only thanks to my quick wit that I even escaped that little trap of yours unscathed. Don't you dare deign to stand in my way ever again. Where is your purple-clad friend? I have a score to settle with him. This vexatious brat is protecting the children. Is that so? Well, Doctor, I cannot help but notice there are now 2 of us and only 1 brat. If we split up, their actions will only tell us where they're hiding. And they can't stop both of us at once. I'll go this way, Doctor. And you go through the door over there. Did Paul get his goodnight hug yesterday? Ha. Lynn didn't hug him when she tucked him in. So, Amy, who will you stop? The doctor or myself? So that's how it is. Alright. I'll just take a look upstairs. Sigmund? Saphira. If you've come here, then your sisters must be here after all. Where are you, Charlotte? I know you're here. Come out, wherever you are. Sorry, Sigmund. There's no one here. Only me. That's doctor to you. You're not a doctor. You're a criminal. By the way, I heard my little sister left you a nice scar. How does that make you feel? It's been a while, hasn't it? But I remember very well how nicely you treated my sisters and I back at the orphanage. I think it's time I returned the favor. Hold still. Dragon Knight, Hyper Beam. I wish I got that sound effect louder. I feel like all of my sounds are too quiet in this game. Well, I think we've made a breakthrough this session, Doctor. So to speak. Poison jab. Will Super Wario mold break you again? No. Also, hi, welcome. Also, I do have to go in 17 minutes. This is a day of misery. Be glad that woman softened us up, otherwise I would have ripped that girl upstairs to pieces. But I already said I'm not leaving empty-handed. This is a good time to mention that Saphira Slam on that Saphira slammed Sigma on the forums. Did she? I forgot about that. Yeah, she probably registered and made a super edgy post calling out Sigmund. Do you remember the details of that? Because I sure don't right now. So, this Banshee believes she can protect her family. But will her family do her the same honor? I look forward to seeing you soon, Amy. This time on our territory. Anyway. What happened? Oh no! The wall! I asked you not to mess up the room. Priorities, Lara, priorities. Good night, Pyro, sorry. Huh? They took Saphira instead of the kids? Wow, big mistake. She'll probably just destroy them from the inside out. I don't think we should just let them take her, though. Well, it's obviously a trap. It would be safest just to let her go. So, everyone ready to go? But you just said... I said that it would be safest. We're not safe, we're family. And that means we're going to get her back. You know she'd do the same for us. Okay, you're right. But you're staying here. What? What are you talking about? They were after you in the first place, not me. So, I'll take care of this. See, I'm here reading this thing, and I recognize that I can't... I don't like this point of the game very much. It is a crime that we lose relationship points from leaving through the hole in the wall. No, that's just disrespectful. You go and walk through the wall of this hard-earned... Not hard-earned. Laura has spent a lot of effort trying to make this place nice. She has, decorated the room 8 times, surely. She has probably laid out some nice ornaments near the door that we can't see because of the tile perspective. And you're just gonna walk through the wall? That is rude. If I were going to remake this game, which, by the way, I'm not, ever, I would probably cut half of this entire segment out. No one ever lets me have any fun. A little while ago, those men started building some mechanisms into the mountain. That must be where they took Saphira. I'm going to head down there now. Amy, I will appreciate your support if you're able to offer it. You best be sure I wouldn't use the door anytime soon. Well, you know what? That's respectable. That's so respectable. And for another character, for a different character, maybe they would agree. Like Julia? Julia's not ever using the door after that. You would get plus relationship points for going through the wall if it were Julia. If this were her house. But this is Laura's house. I think that assessing Saphira's redecorating capability as skills is perhaps generous, but nevertheless, Saphira's post was about the legal battle after Sigmund was arrested, and the vow she made when she joined the League, and update on the sisters. Okay, that bit, yeah. So that was a point of drama that we had going on. There was, at the point that we wanted to retire Sigmund, we said Saphira is pressing legal charges for his malpractice against her sisters, and that there was actually an investigation into his crimes, and that he was followed up on, and presumably would be suspended from his practice. That was a thing for Season 2 and Season 3. We replaced him with Arclight at that point. But I do that, I don't remember, but it's a thing that happened. Just drama, I guess. We should randomly get Julia points from doing it, even if she has no way to know of it. Julia is more fun than Laura, but some people like Laura too. It's just differences, preferences. How long did I run the League for? I started in February of 2010, and went on break until May, and then we reopened with the site properly. So then we ran from May of 2010 until 2014, I think. Right? Let's go with that. Let's go with 2014. That sounds right. Gen 6 was out by then, right? Had to have been. Because Gen 5 would have been about 2010. Yeah. Mention of a brutish police chief that took over temporarily for Sigmund. I don't remember that. That was probably just a hook. I don't think there was ever anything more there. Well, you better not keep her waiting. But slap a few of them around for me, alright? The lady with the Dragonite was taken? But she seems so strong. Shelly, the least you could do is remember her name. I'm just being mean. Oh, hi. Hi, kids. I tried to tell her that she shouldn't eavesdrop. Yep, we weren't listening or anything. Maybe. Okay, well, Nostra was, but I wasn't. I was respecting your privacy. But Nostra says good luck rescuing Dragon Lady, and, oh, she says that you shouldn't catch Laura when she falls. Whatever that means. Nostra's a little weird sometimes. Maybe I am just... I'm not even undersleeped. I'm just scatterbrained. This is where I saw them before. No, Charlotte has burn scar thing. Burn, yeah. But how do we get through this gate? Team Meteor must have some way of opening it, right? So maybe there's a switch somewhere. Ow! Oh no, I'm all dirty. Wait, the gate opened? There must have been a switch there. Oops. Well? I'm pretty sure that switch only works on the Lara route. But maybe it will be interesting. And again, I'm not doing this if given the whole foreknowledge thing, somebody could just tell you about that switch and you storm the base early. I don't know. I don't like this segmented game for a lot of reasons. Most of them are just irksome. So, Saphira just puts these guards to sleep. No, sorry. Lara just puts these guards to sleep. Saphira kills them, which means that these two guards only show up on this route as extra battles for the entire rest of the game. Who are these guys? Who are these gentlemen that are taking a nap here? Antoine and Damien. Antoine and Damien are conditional. Alright. I think I have time for, like, one battle and the teleport puzzle, and then I have to go. Hello there, second Terra in chat. Who is actually talking like Terra. We have a Terra roleplay, oh dear. Hi. No, I'm sorry. I want to be nice to you because welcome, but I also want to be mean to you because Terra. And no. Yeah, no, that's just the way to solve this puzzle. That's just the best way. I'm sure that there's another way to solve this puzzle, but I sure don't know it. This is one of those puzzles that I just slap it down, let whatever happened happen, and trying to figure it out from there. Easy game. Though I'm pretty sure there was a better way for me to get to the other side. There we go. There we go. I mean, she has sometimes, probably. But. These spinners here, I like a lot. But I also totally ripped them off from Oracle of Ages. Moonlight Grotto. Yeah, we can do this. I think I do this battle and then I have to stop. Is that a mallet smiley face bot emoji? You came prepared. Who are you? Do I know you? Am I being pranked here? Is this the comeuppance for my sins? That did no fucking damage. Okay. Hold on. No? Okay. Well, I respect the hustle, but only technically. Oh, the 1 HP sur- 5 volt. Who makes this game? I don't know. It's not me. It's especially not me right now. It's the least me person with Terra in chat. Like, actually, oh fuck. Don't shell smash. Don't do it. Motherfucker. What did I just tell you? Bitch, what did I just... Oh, and the Aurora Veil just faded. That's why it shell smashed. Oh, I outspeed still. Okay, easy game. Man, you're the bitch. Why should I care? Alright. So I know that I told all of you that I had to go at exactly 5. But that was a lie. I'm sorry. I actually knew that that a Terra role player would show up just then. And this was a calculated exit to not have to be in proximity. Am I making you nervous? I want to be mean to you because you're Tara, but I don't want to actually be mean to you as a person. What do I do here? What do I do here? I appreciate Tara as a character legally, but I always still say that she was my least favorite in the online league. King is better than I do. Embrace my inner bar. I'm going to embrace my inner turning the stream off. Thank you all for coming and being here. Next week, presumably, we'll have a full-length stream again. But who fucking knows? Maybe I will just burst into flames spontaneously halfway through the stream. You never know with me anymore. I just work here. Yep, okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. It's been fun. It's always fun. I have been smacked with a mallet. Psychic damage. Okay. To the terror role player, I do genuinely enjoy the hustle. That's funny. That I appreciate you. And having said that, I am now going to proceed to bully you relentlessly in all future encounters. Just I hope you understand that. Thank you. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night.